everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Brenda and today is Coffee and Cards. I am just going to start with a general reading, then we will get into some questions and pulling oracle cards. I will pull from two decks today, and I feel like those are going to be the Wisdoms of the Hidden Realm. Celia and I decided we were going to kind of decide when we got on. So this is what we're just doing today. And then we're going to pull from the Mystical Wisdom deck. So kind of a lighter deck and a darker deck, more of a, what is hidden, you know, wisdom of the hidden realms versus mystical wisdom. So those are going to be the cards of the day today. I would just leave them both sitting here. So those are both the decks. And we will go from there. So I will pull a message from each deck and then we will go from there. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like and yes, Rachel, you can ask a question. I'll get to questions as soon as I pull a few cards, one from each of the decks. I hope you're doing really well today. And from the Mystical Wisdom deck, we get the Leadership card. Set your goal. Definitely, feels like, that Leo energy to me. The Leo card, for sure. Also reminds me of that, Queen of Wands energy, standing in your power. So that is a beautiful energy from this deck. Oh, not a problem. Just whenever you can, And then the bottom of the deck is Epiphany, which is seek clarity. So I feel like in this time, you're going to realize that it's time for, as I've decided to kind of step forward on my journey, I feel like, everyone is, working more on their spiritual path, working on their healing. And I feel like the more you work on that and gain your clarity, the more you're going to step into leadership of, just shining your light for others, even if it just helps one other person. That makes a huge difference. And then thank you. Yeah, Celia's definitely wanted to come on today. Dave's playing with my granddaughter, so and they are both watching. So hi to Dave and Macy, my baby girl. She likes to be called baby. Even though she's 3, she is my baby. The bottom of the deck is the Hawk Prince, spirit communication, pay attention. So I feel like that's definitely important. I feel like through this paying attention card, you're going to gain that clarity. And the other cards are the Horse King, which is assistance, control. I feel like a lot of times it's, Source is wanting us to release control. Because normally when we try to control a situation, that's when we truly have the least power. Once you give up that control, then it just kind of seems to flow a little easier. And then the next card is Sisters of the Season, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, Divine Order, which I feel like that is, saying, it's time to lean on your sisters, even if they're not your biological sisters, but, to lean on the others, because it is a time of growth. Definitely a cycle of growth going on right now. And sometimes with that's, people that leave your life, because it says Sisters of the Seasons. And, sometimes people are in our lives for a season, but we have, gain clarity. Sometimes people have to leave. So I feel like with that, this card is, I notice in this, the image over here by the tree is, bidding them, farewell. I feel like, saying, go in peace. So if there's any energy, friendships or things that aren't, for your highest, I feel like that's really like that sisters of the season is saying more your friendships, if there's, friendships that aren't serving you, to leave them behind. The next card is the Rainbow Prince, which is compensation and preservation. I feel like through, stepping into your own power, you're going to get a gifty from the universe. And then the next card is the Sacred Union card, which is partnership. So sometimes we have to let people go to make space for other people. If you're always spending time with your friends and, all of that and never spending time, working on your inner work just alone, is there really room for that union in your life? Do you have room for that person? Celia's guided to tell me, the other day, she was like, make sure, clean out a drawer in your, bedroom, make space in your closet for that other person. Make sure you're spending time alone so you have time, to put towards that relationship when that person comes in. So then once it happens, your friendships don't feel like, oh, well, this person was always with us and now they're completely gone. So, yeah. So make sure you're just spending time on working on your personal growth and have, other time set aside so your friends aren't feeling that. Because then when you pull your energy back, then that really, people take a lot of offense to that. So then we will get some questions. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks, Danny, for joining. Dave's busy. Do you have a little time to moderate? If you do, that would be great. And we're going to try something a little new today. So, okay. So we're going to do that. So I have these two decks we're pulling from today. I hope everyone is doing really well. Rachel is early, so I'm going to pull a card for her, and then I will get one for you, Danny. Rachel, which deck would you like? Let me see. Live chat. I know Rachel's working, so we'll even see. Yeah, Rachel. We can do we'll do the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms or the Mystical deck. Which one would you like? So Mystical Wisdom and Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So Danny, how are you doing today? Okay, and this is a card for the Aries for Rachel. Rachel, the card that came out is the Winged Wise Ones, Angelic Help, Miraculous Aid. So I feel like your guides are wanting you to call on them, I feel like there's definitely trying to give you some answer and some clarity. And then the bottom of the deck is the Cosmos, which, is creativity and vastness. So I feel like I would meditate a little bit and ask, but I feel like they're trying to give you messages. But I feel like this is just part of your growth right now. With this Cosmos card, I feel like, that the universe is kind of knocking at you to, work towards your spiritual path a little more. So, but it seems like your aides or your guides are really wanting to help you. And then we're going to get one for you, Danny. Danny, do you want a Mystical Wisdom card or a Wisdom of the Hidden Realms card? You are very welcome, Rachel. So Rachel, where are you from? Oh, nice. I'm in Indiana. I spent several years of my childhood growing up in Oklahoma. So, oh, well, it looked like Danny left. So, Mo, we're going to go ahead and get one for you. And Mo, I think it said you wanted the wisdom of the hidden realms. Yes. Okay. And Mo, did you have a question? Let me look and see. Love reading. Guidance for Mo. Good morning, Mary. How are you doing? Shoeberry, how are you? Mo, for you, we get the High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, and Reconsideration. So that's really beautiful. And then we get the Map Maker of Destiny, Authentic Purpose, Inspiration, Free Will. I feel like with this, it's saying, you're definitely being divinely guided towards your path, towards this right person. And the bottom of the deck is the Fire Prince, Optimism, and Aggression. So I feel like that's a very fiery, passionate energy. So I feel like that person will be coming towards you for love. The High Lady of Love and Compassion, that's definitely a beautiful energy. So it is the number one card. I honestly don't think I have ever seen this card. So we will move on. Good morning, Anna Rose. Good morning, Carlos. I can ask everyone to please like, and I know you're subscribed. Hi, Mash. How are you? Where's everyone from? So you're just kind of curious. And we're pulling from the Mystical Wisdom deck and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So you can pick between those. And Mary, she wants to go a little bit with you, a little bit of a nasty cold. Oh, I am really good. My granddaughter's here, but Dave's spending some time with her while I'm on. So, Mary, which deck would you like, the Mystical Wisdom or the Hidden Realms? Hi, April. How are you? Mary, okay. Seems like this is the popular deck today. Everybody's wanting to know what's hidden. Mary, you get the Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. This reminds me of the Queen of Swords. Like, she's not taking it from anybody. And the Camel Boy is, small steps asking for help. I feel like with this, that feels inner child to me. And it's the small steps. So, maybe spending some time with children, or even just spending time doing something you really enjoyed as a child will, I feel like, bring you some clarity. But I feel like you're really gaining wisdom. I feel like this is like Queen of Swords energy, and she gets super clear. But this is, asking for help. So ask for guidance. It is definitely right there. But I feel like you're going to gain clarity on something. So I hope that helps. Oh yeah, the granddaughter. She's 3, so we call her our pure positive energy. Yeah, they're playing Legos. So yeah, it's the best ever. Yeah. So Mary, if you have grandchildren or do anything with children, I feel like it's really calling you for that. We will do Kimberly next, the mystical deck. Kimberly, did you have a question? Can you tell if Marshall's? Yes. Awesome. We were just wondering your question. So perfect timing. As is always. Oh yeah, spend time with the boys. I feel like little ones are. Mary, do you work with kids? Do you have something to do with kids? I don't know. This is Marshall's current feelings towards Kimberly. Hi, Nikita. How are you doing today? I am just pulling cards. I'm getting something very childlike. So something very inner child about you for Mary then. Kimberly, we get the Legends card, which is learn from those who inspire you. Dave is good. He's playing with my granddaughter Macy right now. Then we get the cheer up card. We get the 7 heavenly virtues, keys to goodness. And then we get the money card, find a way to abundance. And then we get the friendship card. So I feel like it's telling you to pull your energy away from that at this time and focus towards something else because we get the cheer up card, which is kind of live in the moment. So if you're not having communication, it wants you to kind of, focus on the really good things in your life. And as you focus to them, you're going to bring in money, but not only money, I feel like so much more. And you get the friendship card, nurture your friendship. So I feel like you're supposed to really be focusing on building your friendships and that right now. I feel like it's saying, you know, also the Legends card is learn from those who inspire you. So maybe about finding a mentor or maybe a new friend that can help kind of take your focus away from that. Because I feel like as you're in that focus of that person's not there, that continues to make that person not be there. So I feel like it's just saying really change your focus, Kimberly. Oh, fun. We're doing that with Macy today, carving the pumpkins. So yeah. Mary, I'm so curious about the energy. I'm gonna have to pull you a tarot because Celia's not gonna let me stop on this message. There is definitely something more, and she's like tapping my shoulder till I do it. So we're just gonna pull tarot, Mary. I don't normally do this, but I also know Celia's not gonna stop tapping my shoulder till I tell you the message she wants you to know about that. So we get the star card first. Well, she's making me see the 17 on the star card, Mary, for one. And then we get the Page of Cups, which can be in this card, he's a little disconnected. So, but I feel like, she told me to keep going. So apparently there's another card. Are your children's father in their lives? Because we get the Six of Cups and we get the Five of Pentacles, which is sometimes about lack of. And then I can't help but notice this card. Yeah, she's very pushy. So maybe your oldest son can help your younger son, because, here I feel like this older person and then we get the younger person. I feel like maybe your older son's going to really be able to help your younger son with that. I feel like one of them's father. Yeah, it's the younger on the picture, but the lack of, but I feel like your older son's going to be able to help heal something with your younger son. Maybe really help with the guidance. Because we get the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like he's going to really be a strong force in his life. Because we get the Page of Pentacles and then we get the Tower and then the World. Yeah, I feel like your older son is really going to help your younger son. I don't know. So just know, strong force in his life. I feel like they're always going to have a really strong connection, but she really is really being pushy. Yeah. So if you're concerned about your younger son's father not being in his life, just know that your older son is really going to help with that. I hear with that and then like exclamation point. So, oh, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, she really wasn't going to let me go until I got past that, Mary. So, like I said, I don't normally do tarot, but she wasn't going to let me go until, so we can proceed now, apparently. I'm just kind of going with what, when she wants to give a message. I was telling Dave my channeling's gotten so much stronger in the last 2 weeks. It's just been crazy for me. I'm channeling his dad a lot that just passed like a week ago. So kind of crazy. So anyway, we will so you are very welcome. That must weigh heavy on your heart. And she definitely wasn't letting it go. And we're going to go to Anna Rose. I'm supposed to ask you next, which deck would you like, the Mystical Wisdom or the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms? Oh, look, it's hilarious you put that there. I wasn't even looking. So you told me to look at the participants and pick. Anna, do you have a question? Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm just. It's kind of new because I usually just feel the energy of Celia, but since my dad passed earlier in the year, and I feel my dad sometimes, and I know it because my dad really likes iced tea, and Dave has gotten me to drinking a little bit of hot tea, but when I make hot tea, my dad makes me put ice in it. It's like a poke, and then I have to kind of put ice in it. I've developed a new taste for iced tea because of it. And for Dave's dad, I just hear him saying, in the background forever, the first day was just David. I could just hear David. So it was like, yeah. So, yeah. So I got a new gift opening up. So guess what happened if my ex comes back to me? Yeah, so I'm drinking iced coffee, iced tea. So I make my hot tea, and then my dad's like really picky about the ice going in it. So I just do what he wants. For you, Anna Rose, we get the Epiphany card, which is seek clarity, and then you get opportunity knocks. Go for it. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. It says, if I feel like if that happens, it's go for it. Um, so yeah. I would, Nikita, would you like a card? Thanks for being here, moderating a little bit. We appreciate it. Dave's busy with Macy, so I have never been a hot tea drinker either, but Dave does hot tea, so I found some that I really like. It's positive energy tea. It's like tangerine, sweet tangerine. So it's got a good little flavor to it. So I add just a little honey to it, and I like it that way. But my dad now insists that I put ice in it. Okay, just Nikita, would you just let me know which deck you want, and we're gonna go from there. We're not in a rush. Take your time. I'm gonna have some coffee. And then we'll keep going. Coffee and cards is a little more laid back to where I'm kind of just yeah. Nikita, I'm not doing tarot. I'm just doing oracle right now. I do tarot at 11. Earlier, Celia just had a message from Mary, and she literally wouldn't let me go past. So we're doing the mystical wisdom or the wisdom of the hidden realms. And then I'll be back on at 11 to do my normal live. So, but we're just doing tarot for that. But yeah, normally don't do tarot, but sometimes so you will not allow anything else. Yeah, she not doing tarot. So let me know which of those two decks, and we'll go from there. Good morning, Corinne. How are you? We're doing Oracle from these two decks today. Let me know which one you'd like, Corinne. Celia always takes care of you. You're always so generous to the channel, so we're always going to make sure we take care of you, just like the moderators. We're going to do Nikita. She wants to do something different from you. I'm pulling an oracle card from each. I don't normally do that either, but she feels like you need one from each to help understand his feelings. So we're just going with it. She's getting really, really strong these days on her opinion. So the card that came out is Illusion, Embrace the Truth, and Choice. Make the best choice. And then the bottom of the deck is Dragon. Discover your courage. And then these are the two cards. And with that, I feel like it's telling you just to focus on yourself, because like on both of them, I mean, she's definitely not focused on herself. She's focused on everyone around her. And if she just turned around and looked in the mirror, she would be able to see everything that she really truly needs to see, because everything she needs to see is inside. And I feel like this is saying, take some time and be really grounded, and to really focus on what you want and really focus towards your path. And then we're going to get one of these cards, Nikita, because you changed the question. Not feelings. Nikita. Oh, will I get a job? Maybe that's why she wanted to. She had both messages for you, girl. She has both. I feel like maybe that's what you're supposed to focus on, the job. Yeah. Late. You get the Lady in the Mirror card. So it's about, And then the bottom of the deck is the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. I feel like as you really step into your power, I feel like he has feelings for you. I feel like he's just really focused on work. And I feel like it's wanting you to take some time to really focus on you and do a little work with you. Yeah, I feel like towards your life mission. I feel like whatever your job is going to be something that's going to, because it's make the best choice. But I feel like with this, that card is, towards your life mission. As you step into that mission, you're going to change everything, because you get the Phoenix and you get the Dragon, which are both super powerful cards of what your power is going to be. Yeah, I feel like as you're focusing on him, it's just diminishing your energy. Yeah, so she's really wanting you to, and that's reflection and non-judgment. So I feel like it's asking you to look inside of you, what's going to make you the most happiest. But I feel like you're being really guided towards your life path. Definitely, she's saying life path. And as you work towards that, that transformation is going to come so easy with that love relationship. Oh yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll do the dragon cards. I have a dragon deck I love. So I will pull the dragon deck out tomorrow. Corinne, okay, we're gonna get you next, Corinne. Yeah, but just Nikita, spend a little time also looking in the mirror. I can tell my alignment by how I look in the mirror. If I'm not feeling very good, I don't see Celia, but when I'm feeling like in good vibration, I can see when Celia's there. Dave can see when Celia's there. So anyway, we're gonna get one for Corinne. Corinne, do you have a question, or is it just a general? Yeah, Nikita, whatever you're doing, you're going towards your life path. Okay, a general for Corinne. Lots of messages, Corinne. So far, we have 3. Who's coming into your dreams? Because we get the dreams card, believe in your dreams, but I feel like maybe you're even dreaming of someone. So, believe in your dreams, or be aware somebody is coming into your dreams, because in this card, there's also, Celia's like really adamant, there's another person over here that's dreaming. So I feel like somebody may be influencing your dreams or coming into your dreams. The next card is the dolphin card. Don't worry, be happy. And then the final card there is the 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. But with this card, I'm going to tell you what I see, Corinne. I see, there's the dark over here, but I feel like this person is the light. And as you spread your light, we're going to help, transform, from that 3D to the 5D to that higher elevation of, where we're all trying to, go to that place of love. So I feel like it's saying that you are a strong force to, fight the evil, or, the negative energy that's out there. Really, there's no evil. There's light and dark. We're in we live in a planet of duality and polarity. So anyway, some message about light switch. So I don't know, Corinne. So you think she might understand the message about the light switch? Sometimes with Dave, I'll come up with the most random things, and he can definitely relate something to it. So something about a light switch. If you've had that reference or something, yeah, I don't know. And then we get the originality, blaze your own trail. So I feel like, Corinne, do you do any kind of healing modality or anything like that? Oh, is it working now? Dave, is my video on? Okay, just making sure. Trying to keep track. Oh yeah, I do that too. Yeah, definitely if I see somebody struggling, I send them a little energy bubble. Which is funny because I see this little energy bubble. Corinne, I feel like you might have some healing abilities that it's what you're going to step into. So if you're called to learning a healing modality, I feel like you're going to really do a lot with it. And I feel like you're going to be really good at it, like blazing your own trail with it. Because that's what, bottom of the card, blaze your own trail. I feel like I do Reiki and I'm a physical therapy assistant. And I can feel the energy in my hands. So I do like a little combination and make my own modality. And I feel like Corinne, you may be doing the same thing, kind of out there, creating your own healing modality. We all have different, things we're good at. So I feel like Corinne, you're supposed to definitely, you'll figure it out. Celia says, April, would you like a card? We are doing the Mystical Wisdom deck or the Hidden Realms. And I'd like to thank you both for supporting the channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We always take priority with the donations. And you ladies are always so generous. Yeah, Corinne, I feel like you're a healer that you don't even know that you are yet. April, do you have a question or are you just wanting a general? She said you would maybe know the reference. Sometimes I give Dave references that I don't really understand, and he will relate it to something. So there's some message about a light switch. I'm not sure right now. If I get something later, I'll mention it to you. But I definitely feel, yeah, you're definitely supposed to be doing some kind of healing. Yeah, healing work. You're a healer. And yes, if I come up with something, I'll let you know. April, what message do you have regarding Brendan and T? I feel betrayed by them. April, are they your friends? I did a reading at the beginning, which was about, sometimes you have to let, people go. Sometimes they're in your life for a season. You are very welcome. Thank you for donating. But yeah, sometimes people are in our life just for a season to teach us a lesson or to make us be able to, I had some friends I recently had to let go because I had to set boundaries and they weren't being respected. So I had to do what was best for me. So sometimes with friends, you have to, sometimes we outgrow people. That's what Celia says. And the card you get is the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision, and Details. And then we get the Rainbow Prince, Compensation, and Perseverance. I feel like they're trying to give you confusion. Because that Ringmaster of Scrutiny card just kind of makes me feel like that illusion card, that magician, but I don't feel like it's trying to bring you clarity. I feel like they're trying to leave you confused. I feel like maybe they're sending negative energy to you. And when you're thinking about someone, normally it's because that person is sending energy to you. So just know that I feel like you maybe have an energy projected at you. April, I have a couple of pieces of the witch's broom, black kyanite around me, just for protection. People project energy at me just like everybody else. So black kyanite's really good. Black tourmaline's good. There's a lot of different protective stones out there, but just make sure you're protecting your energy, because I feel like something's definitely being projected at you. I feel like as that stops, like sometimes I put myself in a protective bubble, and as I do that, it allows my energy to be clearer for, like, since I've really been opening my gifts up, I've kind of really secluded myself, and I'm spending a lot of time at home, and because this is where I'm working with you guys. But besides that, I'm really keeping my energy very guarded at this time. And I feel like April is wanting you to keep your energy a little more guarded. Sometimes we don't even realize that people are projecting energy at us, but that does affect you. So I feel like they're projecting energy at you. And that's never good. So put yourself in a little protective bubble. Literally, you can just call in, one of the archangels and ask them to put a protective bubble around you. Sometimes I will do it with, one of the rays of light, or, just white light. Sometimes, I ask Archangel Michael to put me in a bubble of white light, to kind of protect me. And, that also, I feel with that white light gives you a little bit of clarity to see what's being projected at you. So maybe try that, April. So anyway, Celia's really wanting to get messages today. Lily Brown, wisdom of the hidden realm. How does S feel about me? Guidance for Lily Brown. How does S feel? You are very welcome, April. Yeah, protect your energy. We get the Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation, and we get the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, initiative, and detachment. I feel like this person's intentionally causing you confusion. I feel like they're hitting their mark with that, because I feel like they're causing insecurity, and I feel like it's manipulation. Because yeah, but I feel like they're definitely intending to cause that confusion with you, Lily Brown. So I hope that helps. I hope everyone is doing really well. We are just going to see Love Mia. Will I get through what I'm going through? Love Mia, do you have a card preference? We are doing the Mystical Wisdom or the Hidden Realms deck. So those are the ones we're doing today. I hope everyone is doing really well today. Okay, we will get one. I was going to say I picked that up, and Celia's like, no. You get the vacation card. Time to take a relaxation and adventure. Time for relaxation and adventure. Maybe spend a little time daydreaming. And then you get originality, blaze your own trail. I feel like you will. Maybe just love. Here's my advice. Write down how you would like, the situation, whatever you're in, to go. Write the story you want to create. Your words are super duper powerful. And when you put them to paper, it makes them even more powerful. And when you do that, just make sure you're focusing on the only things you want to bring in. And as you do that, you will bring more of that. Good morning, Princess Kayla. How are you today? We are doing cards with the Mystical Wisdom deck and the Hidden Realms deck. So Sapna will do a card for you, the mystical one, future action of my husband on our reunion. Guidance for Sapna. Sapna, we get go with the flow, which is the let things happen card, and dreams. Believe in your dreams. So I feel like that is very good guidance. And then we get animal bonds, stand up for animals. So I feel like I get a lot of messages from birds. So sometimes that's a message about, that you're getting signs from birds when I see that card. But I feel like it's wanting you to go with the flow and, pay attention to your dreams and just believe in your dreams. So beautiful energy there. Princess Kayla, I'm feeling good today. Hidden Realms card for Justin and I. Absolutely. Card for Princess Kayla about Justin and their potential reunion. You get the Rainbow Prince, which is compensation and perseverance. But I feel like that's, kind of a wish fulfillment card. Like he's getting, that wish he's dreamed for. And then we get the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. I feel integrity is, a really important thing. So make sure if he comes back, he's doing what he says. And then I see that compromise. So sometimes, in the beginning of things, when you're working things out there, you do have to have a little give and take, but just make sure it's not being all take and you're doing all the giving. So I hope that helps, Princess Kayla. I hear 9 of Wands, boundaries. Nikita, thank you for moderating for me today. We definitely appreciate it. You are very welcome. Hi, cutie. We are doing cards, the Mystical Wisdom or the Hidden Realm. You can ask a question and pick a deck. Just let me know which one you'd like. Yes, Nikita, don't hesitate to time somebody out that's spamming. Because, Celius is calling, whoever she feels, called to. Hi, Juhi. How are you? I used to work with a Juhi. She was a really good therapist. So, Juhi, you can also pick a deck and put your question in the chat, please. Let me look and see. It does say that Juhi is still here. So we will just be patient, I hear. And Cutie, did you drop your question in the chat? Yeah, we're just gonna be patient. So you told me not to rush. She feels like they're both still here. Yeah. So she's told me just to wait. She's kind of being specific, so we're just going with whatever Celia wants. Hi, Lizzie, how are you? We are doing cards from the Mystical Wisdom deck and the Hidden Realms. You can pick a deck, and if you'd like, you can ask a question. Cutie, do you have a question? Or a preference on the deck? Because we're pulling from either the Mystical Wisdom deck or the Hidden Realms. Okay. Do you have a question? Or just a general? Sometimes my guy just says whatever message she wants to give. Sometimes she's kind of that way, so we just kind of go with what she likes. Can you tell me current feelings and actions of my person towards me? Yes. Also, I do normal tarot at 11. I do free reads of tarot at 11, so which is in about an hour, so you can always join me on that live as well. We get the knowledge card, seek knowledge, and then you get the children card. Know that your children are protected. I feel like this is your inner child. Cutie, do you have children, or is this about your inner child? I feel like maybe it's inner child. Yeah, so you say an inner child. And then this is seeking knowledge, and I think this is about seeking knowledge about maybe your family karma, because there's about a bunch of different situations on there, and I feel like that's what Celia's guiding me to tell you, to seek knowledge about your family karma. Cutie, if you're here, I'll tell you, I have been working on healing my Chiron, and I feel like that's been one of my keys to my spiritual journey, kind of moving forward and really opening my gifts up more. So look where your Chiron is. I don't see my little paper, which is kind of shocking because Celia's pretty. Oh, she likes me to keep it right here. Look where this is in your chart. It can really provide a lot of guidance on what you need to heal. And I feel like your inner child is needing some healing work. Yes, your inner child. Look where your Chiron is. Like most of those patterns start before we're, 7. And then we just continue to kind of repeat that until we start healing it. So Celia's really specific on that Chiron. She feels like that's part of my mission here, is to really, spread the word about Chiron. Most people haven't heard of Chiron, or I will just say, doing this work is my Chiron. Where it's at in my chart is literally, speaking my truth and, being my authentic self. And, sometimes I have an issue of feeling not heard, and I am working through that. It doesn't matter if I'm hurt or not. I just have to express my feelings. So we are, Dave's my twin flame, and we're working on our journey together. So yeah, look into your Chiron. And Lizzie Mystical. Okay. Okay, we'll just get general guidance for Lily. I mean, literally this morning I was looking at my granddaughter's chart, whose Chiron is in a different house, but literally in the same sign as mine. So gives me a lot of insight there as well. Lizzie, for you, we get animal bond, stand up for all animals. And with that card, sometimes I feel like it's, I get a lot of messages from birds. So sometimes I feel like it could be animals giving you messages. Or if you have an animal you're really close to, I know I see a lot of bluebirds, and one of my patients, when I was a physical therapy assistant, painted me a blue jay. So, something about the birds, and then you get the originality card, blaze your own trail, and then knowledge. Um, Seek knowledge. So I feel like there's something deep you need to seek also in perhaps your family karma. Look at where your Chiron is. And don't be afraid to be your authentic self. Maybe you're a little different than everybody else, but you know what? Aren't we all? Yeah, birds are like such messengers for me. Dave gets the crows. I get like bluebirds, and like I normally in the mornings have my window open a little bit in here in my office so I can hear the birds sing to me and hear my wind chimes. So I hope you guys are having a really great day. I am gonna do Rhonda, we're gonna choose the Hidden Realms deck. Rhonda, tell me about your favorite date you ever had with Rex. So he says we're going to take a minute on shuffling the cards. So she wants you to tell me about it. She wants to hear about it. I'll tell you about my favorite date with Dave. The morning we got married, we walked up a path of, it was cold in Sedona, so it was frost. So it was like walking up a path of diamonds up to where we got married. So that was we just went up and meditated and had a really good time together, connected. So, but yeah, she wants to hear about your favorite date you've ever had with Rex. Coffee and cards is a little different than when we do just a regular tarot. So, yeah, we are just doing whatever. Oh, very nice. Rhonda, Celia wants you to spend a little more time writing some of those things of your best times with Rex and really feel the emotions of them. Because as you feel that energy, like if I got the picture out on my book's in there because we had the set in there. Oh, nope, here's my book. If you look at this picture with Dave and I the day we got married, I'm covering the other one up because it's my granddaughter, and sometimes YouTube's something about content with children. So I'm covering my little Macy girl up. And if you look at that picture of Dave and I can go right back to that feeling. Here's some other pictures of Dave and I when we got married. But I can literally, Rhonda, go back to spending. I can look at that picture and I can feel the emotion of that moment. And the strong manifesting way is by feeling that emotion as you're doing that. That's why you write the little details down, like my walking up that path of diamonds. The other day we walked out to the hot tub and there was, that frost right on the hot tub. And it was just like, exactly took me right back to that Sedona moment. My heart chakra just burst open. So, yeah, she wants you to feel those specific heart chakra things, and that will really open up things so quickly because you get the Swan Queen, which is transformation, intuition, and patience. But I feel like, Rhonda, you can write this story. We all have free will, and the bottom of the deck is the Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. But she's saying, yeah. Yeah. Feel that feeling. Relive those moments that are the most hard. I mean, like I can look at this picture of Dave. I'm gonna have to find the picture. Okay. I don't know what's on this page, so we're going to like, do you see this picture down here where I am just like almost crying? With that, I can literally look at that and my heart chakra every time just burst open for Dave. And if he's around me, he can feel like that change in me. And that I'm just really of my heart. So I feel like the more you feel that, Rhonda, and the more you're in that, the really you can. Silly says you can manifest that dream. The more time, I mean, yes, she wants you to really focus on that love. The more you feel the love of him, feeling those goosebumps, just can bring you so much of that. If you're in your heart space, it's going to bring it right back to you. So be in that heart space, because I guarantee he likes that feeling of when you're projecting that love at him. Just like that feeling that you like when he's projecting love at you. There goes my heart, just like, eh. So, yeah. I hear in my head, Celia's so rooting for you. So we're hoping the best for you, Rhonda. You are welcome. Rhonda, have you ever done a focus wheel? It's an Abraham process. You can go and Google it. And try that, because that was one of the end things I did when I was working on manifesting, because I wanted a commitment. I was like, I'm ready for a committed relationship. And I guess I had to really get to that point and tell the universe that, that I wanted that. So, I don't know. Anyway, Brenda, how are you doing today? I need to know some status on my partner is Cancer, me Pisces. And Rhonda, look where your Chiron is. I look at your Chiron, that key. It really is the key to that relationship thing. My Chiron's in my third house, communication. And that like is super important, with my relationship with Dave. So as I learned on healing that, Dave is a Gemini. So, that's that third house for him. So, but look at your Chiron. And we're going to keep going. Brenda, did you pick a deck? Yeah. We are not doing a list. I am just calling. Yeah, I work on my process every day. Brenda, do you want a mystical wisdom or a hidden realm deck? We're going to do a card for you next. So Celia she wants to talk to you next. She's getting really specific these days, so we're just letting her kind of talk to the mystical wisdom. That's the one we got in our hand, so we're going to go with that one. Yeah. Clearly, we needed to pick this one because so far you've got 4 cards, so I think you're going to like them. We're going to see. We're going to get the Dove card, which is Take a Leap of Faith. You get the Illusion card, which is Embrace the Truth. She's telling me on that, beware of what's going on behind your back. That sometimes things are going on that we don't always see. So just, if there's a situation and you're unclear about it, ask the universe for a sign. It will give it to you. But yeah, she feels like sometimes I don't get that message with that card, but with that, she's like, beware of what's going on, or, what's unseen. The next card is Money, Find Your Way to Abundance. And then you get the peacock card, which is raise your standard. So I feel like the universe is wanting you to step into your power. I think it's maybe holding some stuff back from you, trying to like knock on the door. I'm getting that like revelation of my path. So, the universe kept knocking for me and I was like really stubborn. And once I embraced this card, it really changed things for me. So I feel like that being the last card is like the exclamation point on that statement, that as you step into your power, sometimes we don't always know where the next step's going to take us, but just I feel like wherever it's going to lead you, you're going to be taken care of pretty well with that. But I feel like you're going to have to really step into your power. And the peacock, feathers are such, a sign of, I feel, good luck and fortune and, abundance coming to you. So I feel like as you raise your self-love and your standard, because look above her, there's, the two of them together. So I feel like, that's a definite coming together, but I feel like you have to definitely do that, raising your standards and embrace your spiritual path. Because, I feel like it's knocking harder every day. I know mine's definitely knocking for me. I am going to take a little break and then I will be back in about an hour to do tarot. I hope everyone has a great day. And I will be back. Thank you.